Did you watch the show The One by any chance? You didn't. You don't have to, but did you see it and take a look?
No, I have not seen that. Is
Oh,
that didn't you say that was on Netflix?
yes. It
Okay, so
was
what's this about? Talk to me about this because I don't even know.
okay. Well, they feel like they can match people like soulmates by genetically matching them. Like everyone has a genetic soulmate, and they can find the person you're destined to spend the rest of your life with by your genes, and it's instantaneous. Like when you see this person, there's an instant connection. What are your feelings on that?
Okay, so I got kind of like side note because is it I've watched something similar to this. Is this where they have to like meet different people and they know how many days they have with that person?
No, that was Black Mirror.
Oh, okay,
That
okay. Well,
was
never mind that.
yeah.
Okay,
This is called The
so
One. Yeah, different.
basically they just know who they're.
Ancestry and
Oh,
those
okay.
things, where you can
Oh, so
see
by
your
your okay,
lineage.
I get what you're saying now. So
So you
by
put a
your
piece of
DNA.
hair into a thing, mail it to the company. They have a whole like 50 million people's DNA. And they're like, this DNA matches with this DNA. And you're meant to you will be a love compatible match based on y'all's DNA.
Okay, this is my first comment.
That's what I'm getting you off guard on.
DNA is compatible. I'm like, is this incestual? Like you beat it? It's compatible because
Thank you for bringing up because they say we are attracted to our sister and brothers and parents' pheromones. So it would be someone who honestly is closely genetically, it's like probably the most closely genetically related to you without being genetically related to you.
this is exactly how I feel about that then. That's a cult. This is why I say that. I was watching this TV show or whatever, right? And it's like I've been watching it YouTube snippets, whatever. It's called Escaping Polygamy. Well, one of like the biggest polygamous groups was the Kingston group, right? And
Okay.
they believe that their DNA and like their bloodline is like the purest, right? It's like the purest of the blood. So they literally have to marry like their first cousins, their uncles, and like weird shit like that. So when you say that they're going based off your DNA, that's where my mind immediately goes. So no, I do not believe that that's your fucking soulmate. That sounds ridiculous. Now, if I'm looking at it from okay, if I can kind of step away from, oh God, that's incestual for a second, that's kind of like a dope thing, right? Though, like, because if you could just go,
It's a cult of like, hold on, yo. That's kind of dope.
but think about it. So if we like push the incestual ideology away from that for a second, right? Think about it. You could just go somewhere, give these motherfuckers a piece of your hair, and be like, "Yo, where's my fucking husband?" Like, I'm done. Listen, people play too much. We're in 2021. Relationships is annoying as fuck. Finding somebody who's faithful and can keep it together. Yes, please take my fucking hair. As long as you're not pairing me with my cousin, then okay, that is kind of dope. But since it's DNA based, no. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I feel like I like the idea of it. But I feel like DNA, what about the environmental factors? Like you can have this DNA strand, but people know different genes are expressed. Like if you were different traumatic experiences, maybe now that this, it hurts your DNA. Like maybe you were going to be 6'2", but this happened in your life. So those genes never were expressed. Or maybe now that person went through this, so yes, her genes say this, but now she's a different person because this happened at this point in her life. Like, the genes don't
Coincide.
yeah, with the environmental factors that happen in your life. That's
Oh,
like my point.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it like that. Honestly, that didn't even come into play. But
That's
that's definitely a different way to put that. But okay.
because that's what in psychology, like your brain, your strongest origin, they're like, there's the environmental factor and then there's the biological factor.
Mm-hmm.
To where there's what you're born with and then your environment. Which one is more important? And they're like both.
Because it's literally a cycle essentially when it comes to your environment and things like that. But it's even if
So
but it's gonna happen like that anyway though, right? Because think about it, even if you don't give them your DNA, you still choose your partner, right? So you're still going to get their genetic fuck ups. Does
Well,
that make sense?
I kind of see what you're saying. I'm not
Oh,
saying,
no.
but you're saying like I accept their genetic fuck ups, or but yes, I see what you're saying in your pairing. But the good and bad about like you don't want good genetics. You just want to find someone love, and your
Yeah,
soulmate is about just finding someone who you can spend every day with. It's not about the genetic
that's true.
perfection.
Okay, okay. So we
You
can
know,
just
yeah.
scratch that.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget to follow me on social media: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever you want.